Hello and welcome. I'm Sanjay Pinto. What an irony of ironies. And yes, as the cliche goes, it can happen only in India. An ex-army man who converted a village steeped in poverty into a self-sufficient model, also a Padma Bhushan awardee and a crusader against corruption, who merely wanted to stage a peaceful protest to demand a law with some teeth to tackle this Frankenstein monster of corruption, finds himself in the Tihar jail in the company of those who are accused of some of the country's biggest scams. Anna Hazare may be in jail tonight. There are reports that he could be released any minute now, and we'll keep track of that on this bulletin. But thousands of ordinary citizens with no political leaning, with no backing, with no vested interest, young mothers with infants in their arms, the physically challenged in wheelchairs, elderly people, youngsters who've stayed away from their offices, are all out on the streets with placards. Many have quoted arrest already, all for just one goal: to ensure, as one of the placards read, that the Lok Paal bill doesn't degenerate into a joke pal. Is the government fighting shy of a law that has the potential to fast-track corruption cases and to punish India's swindlers list within a reasonable time frame? Is the centre guilty of quelling a democratic exercise, of attempting to gag the voice of its own people? Or is the movement against corruption getting sidetracked and carried away? Do we need more laws, or do we need the will to fight corruption? Is fasting the best weapon to combat this evil? Is it satyagraha or theatre? Joining us on the big question tonight, Americai Narayanan, former headquarters secretary of the Congress Party, Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan, Vice President of the Tamil Nadu BJP, and Sridhar Chandrasekhar, a senior IT official, also somebody who's wearing very proudly his badge of the India Against Corruption movement, somebody who's in fact come from the venue, is likely to go back there also. But all that coming up in a very short while from now, after the headlines and the big stories with Ashmit Kumar. Ashmit?
Right, Sanjay, on that note, let's look at the top stories coming in at this hour. Anna Hazare's morning arrest in Delhi resonates across India. Chennaites poured out on the streets to lend muscle to the anti-graft drive.
As a free country, as a democratic country, he should be given his space to speak what he has to say.
The silence that we have kept so far has cost India, it has been a costly affair. So it is high time we voice their opinions.
After India erupts in protests, DMK chief says a little restraint from both sides would have helped. Body blow after body language. After boycott of the assembly, the DMK now stages a walkout miffed with the charges of improper body language of Turai Murugan. DMK's act on farmers and agricultural practitioners is kept at bay. Government also says farmers can fix procurement prices. The 2-gigawatt nuclear power plant in Kurakulam faces stiff resistance. 10,000 residents staged protests demanding renewable energy. Amma brings the Lankan Tamil refugees into the fold. Benefits of welfare schemes to be extended to refugee camps across the state. 5 private players to invest in setting up thermal power stations in Tamil Nadu to meet electricity demands. 3,000 megawatts of additional power to be generated. Let's also have a look at stories that are creating a buzz across the nation. Sources confirm that Anna Hazare will be released from jail tonight. A frenzied crowd waits outside the hall in anticipation. After preventive arrests, 2 key members of Team Anna are released, Kiran Bedi and Shanti Bhushan. Anna supporters protest the police crackdown, vowed to carry on the agitation. The BJP and the left slammed the police action as the showdown intensifies. Santosh Hegde says the police wouldn't have done it without the backing of higher-ups. BJP President Nitin Gadkari says he and his party will consider joining Anna Hazare's campaign. NDA leaders meet to discuss this strategy. And the latest coming in from the capital, a massive crowd appears to have gathered outside the Tihar jail premises demanding the release of Anna Hazare. Meanwhile, we are also getting reports that Anna could be released shortly from Tihar jail. Our sources confirm that Delhi police has in fact reportedly sent the release warrants to the jail authorities. Now earlier, Anna Hazare had been sent to Tihar jail. Ironically, Suresh Kalmadi is also a resident of Tihar's jail number 4, arrested for many charges of corruption in the Commonwealth Games projects. Now to add to the irony, his fellow activist and Magsaysay Award winner Arvind Kejriwal will be in jail number 1 that houses DMK leader A. Raja, also in jail on charges of corruption. Now meanwhile, the outcry by Team Anna has mobilized support across the country in various cities in favor of this anti-corruption movement. Meanwhile, a united opposition has demanded that Anna be freed. Now the left has also suggested that all opposition parties boycott the parliament for the next 3 days. Up first.